Alright guys, so as you guys know, inside of the arena right now, after the release of Blueberry Pie, BTS has made a bit of a comeback up into the meta once again. Of course, that special cookie was not like completely out of the meta or anything like that, but it's being used consistently now inside of the defense teams in order to deal with all of the stuns that are going to be caused by Wildberry as well as Brute, to provide extra stacks for the enemy Blueberry Pie. So a lot of people are choosing to use BTS. As you guys can see, this is in the pure vanilla server, and a majority of the top 100s are using BTS in their defense team in order to provide the stun immunity and counter the usage of Wildberry as well as Brute and even Hollyberry for those extra stacks of Blueberry Pie. However, there is a comp that has been shared by Pinecone Lin, but I have kind of revised it, and that is going to target one of those BTS comps, as well as, honestly speaking, some of the Blueberry Pie comps that are going around right now because of the usage of Pinecone's extra damage that they're going to be able to do to cookies that are going to be immune to stuns, as well as just being able to focus the backline in general, since the target is going to be the cookie with the highest attack. So let's go over the team real quick, and it is going to be consistent of Pinecone as well as Hollyberry, Moonlight, Sherbet, and our cream puff here with the magic candy. So, for players who still do not have Moonlight Cookie, I would say the replacement would be Frost Queen here. But Moonlight is going to slightly do better with the weakness debuff, as well as the ability to dodge some of the enemy's attack as well. So just keep that in mind. If you guys are planning to use Frost Queen though, make sure to put Frost Queen with full solid almond. That is going to be the topping that you want to use for her in order for her to stay alive. But let's get into the topping of this team here, guys, and that is going to be 4 of the solid almond and 1 swift chocolate for my Hollyberry. So Pinecone Lin goes with a full swift chocolate, but I just feel like for teams that are going to be in the lower ranks, I really believe it's just going to be better with a full solid almond or a build like mine, where you're going to have around 40% damage resist and around 11 to 12% cooldown. Of course, you guys can still go with the full swift chocolate build and see how that works out for you. For me personally, it didn't work out too well, so I just switched it out to a tankier build, and that has been working for me. And the next one is going to be our Pinecone Cookie, 5 of the juicy apple jelly, really focusing on that crit as well as the attack speed here, guys, in order to get the enchanted robe buff. Pinecone is going to do their job and target the back lane, who's going to be majority of the time Sherbet, Blueberry Pie, Moonlight, Frost Queen, and stuff like that. Next one is going to be Sherbet. Sherbet is using 5 of the swift chocolate, just like always, focusing on the damage resist as well as, of course, cooldown if you guys can get it. And the next one is going to be our Moonlight. Moonlight has 2 different options as well, and I think that you guys got to try it out and see how it works for you guys. But it's going to be full on searing raspberry, around 7 to 8% cooldown, and then damage resist, of course. Or you guys can just go with the classic full swift chocolate build that you guys have always been seeing inside of my videos, and that is going to be with the damage resist focus as well as the cooldown around 20 to 22%. It really depends. Try it out yourselves and see which one works best for you guys. Pinecone Lin does share it with full searing raspberry. I tried it out with full swift chocolate as well. It's been working out pretty well too. Just keep in mind, it really depends on the enemies, because you do want to try and dodge their blast as much as possible with her skill, but it really depends once again. But I will be testing it out with the full searing raspberry, and if I do switch it out in middle of the game, then I'll let you guys know. But here we go. Last one is going to be our cream puff here, 5 of the juicy apple jelly with damage resist focus as well as cooldown around 7 to 8% will be good. And then we do see that the crit percentage is a little bit higher than the baseline. But just keep in mind, cream puff's magic candy does need to be at least level plus 10 here. And for mine right now, it is going to be at plus 22. And then the treasures are going to be the Jelly Watch Scroll as well as Enchanted Robe. Enchanted Robe, once again, is going to be on Pinecone mainly. And then if you guys can get it on either Cream Puff or Sherbet, I believe that's going to be the better option as well. But let's get into it, guys. Let's go and verse the BTS comps. That's really what this team is for, and any of the other Blueberry comps that you guys might see. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so here we go. You guys can see BTS right there with Moonlight as well as Hollyberry. So let's get into this battle and see how well we do. So this is a team that I did share kind of and tested out during my live stream this morning. And honestly speaking, it did work out pretty darn well. I am not gonna lie, it was a really good team. I had to figure out exactly what the purpose was, and I was able to see that it really targeted the BTS once again, and then some of the Blueberry Pie comps like this one right here, because Cream Puff is gonna have this stun immunity, right, with the Magic Candy's ability. So it does target Wildberry stun, preventing Blueberry Pie from getting stacks. On top of that, Pinecone and Sherbet are able to really focus target the back lane, which is going to be the Blueberry Pie and the Moonlight. And you guys were able to see Pinecone just kind of exploded these two cookies in the back and just left the tanks alone. Alright guys, so here we go, another comp right here with Hollyberry, Moonlight, as well as the BTS. So let's go and see how well we do. And here we go. So let's see how well we do. And with this time around, we did switch out Moonlight's topping to the full Swift Chocolate. And we're going to test it out how well the Swift Chocolate works as well. And you can see right there, Pinecone absolutely obliterated the Moonlight off of the enemy team right there. And we're just so fast. All right, so one downside about having Moonlight with the Enchanted Robe buff here. This was what happened here. Is because of the fact that the attack speed is increased. She gets off of her sleep, all right, which is going to be her floating stage super fast. All right, so there's a downside to that where she'll be vulnerable a lot faster. So if you guys can, try to switch that out and not use the Enchanted Robe buff on Moonlight and keep it on Cream Puff or our Sherbet once again. All right, guys, so I switched out the toppings for Moonlight once again, put in full Swift Chocolate and no attack speed this time around. So we should see it on either Hollyberry Sherbet or Cream Puff here. And then another BTS comp, so let's go. And here we go, guys. This time around, Hollyberry and Pinecone are going to be the ones getting it. But it should be okay. Hollyberry getting it is not too much of a problem either, in my opinion. The best scenario, once again, is going to be Sherbet so that the Frost Shards do go out a lot faster. But Hollyberry attacking is not bad at all. And Sherbet right there is gone. Moonlight should take some damage right here as well. We go into the air, and Hollyberry should be able to use skill, and Pinecone heal. And Pinecone hopefully is able to get rid of. Yep, there we go. The Moonlight is gone. Hollyberry is the only one left. And we should be able to easily beat this one as well here. Hollyberry super tanky, but not a problem. There you guys go. And once again, look at that. Pinecone just absolutely obliterating the enemies with the attacks. And it's just similar to how it was with that Frost comp that we had before, right? Without the Moonlight, it was Sherbet, Frost Queen, and Pinecone. Even without Frost Queen, just Sherbet and Pinecone combo was really, really good too. So we're kind of seeing a revival of that right now. Alright guys, so personally, I don't recommend you guys to go up against a double healer BTS comps. But when you see something like this, it's not going to be too much of a problem, I believe. It's just a real focus on that one DPS in the middle. So let's see how well we do against this one. So the reason why I personally tell you guys not to go up against a double healer when it's a single tank is because of the fact that it can be a Prophet and a Sherbet, meaning that you're going to have the amplified debuff and also your Frost, and the slow is just going to be too much for your cookies. But in this case right here, you were able to see that Pinecone absolutely obliterated Pure Vanilla in the way beginning, and even before that 1 minute mark, you know, majority of the cookies are gone, and all we need to deal with is Moonlight. Moonlight just uses skill, not a problem there. Very vulnerable, and we're just absolutely destroying the enemies. Pure Vanilla didn't even get too much heals off with his skill, and there you guys go. Alright guys, so just to tell you guys, the team that you should not go up against, or try not to go up against, is going to be a team like this, where you see a BTS, and I'm missing on the top, and I'm missing right here. This is majority of the time going to be Sherbet, as well as this is going to be Prophet. The attack power is a little bit low too, which means that Prophet Cookie is highly likely in this hidden spot. So you guys can see if I do versus this team that we're just absolutely going to get slowed to death. And then you're going to see that Cream Puff is not able to use her skill, survive, heal, and stuff like that. So your just team falls. Let's get into it. And here we go, guys. And you can see that it is going to be that Prophet Sherbet. So you'll have chances of winning. It's not 100% loss. If you guys are able to get rid of the Sherbet fast enough, it is possible. But you guys can see how much Frost, alright, is being stacked onto our cookies and how slow we are. Alright, so that's majority of the time the reason why you're going to lose. And you guys can see Pinecone died, Moonlight died. We have no way to get rid of Frost. And that's the reason why I highly recommend you guys to not go up against, alright, a single tank with the hidden healer at the top. Majority of the time it's going to be Prophet. If it's super high, you guys can go up against it because it's probably not going to be Prophet. But if it's a little lower in the power level, then definitely Prophet is the other one. So just keep that in mind. You guys can go up against it with Monocle, and it does give you guys a chance to win. but it's not a guaranteed win or anything like that either. So try to stay away from it if possible. Use like the Rye comp or even the other standard comp and that I showed you guys in the past against that single tank comp. But there you guys go, a slight revival of the Pinecone comp here to focus target that BTS and the stun immunity so that you are taking advantage of the extra damage that Pinecone has right over here. So additional damage to a target immune to stun is 225%. So definitely a very, very strong cookie here. And on top of that, we do have Hollyberry, who is also able to deal additional damage to targets immune to stun. So group them up together with Sherbet and Moonlight, and the extra crit damage from Cream Puff is going to be a powerhouse here, guys. Hope you guys found the video helpful. Good luck with the arena climb. If you guys have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.